Cesar, you have a very good expertise in PRRS, right? So any insights on the epidemiology, the risk factors, or even how all that influenced this yearly trend?
That's a good question, Marcio, and that's something that we still need to work on. There's something that is triggering the epidemic, especially in the Midwest. And that's when in our report, we put out a graph, which we call it the EWMA, which is basically smoothing the data points. And we can see that changes by region. So if we compare, I don't know, the South or the Southeast with the Midwest, there's a completely different behavior when it comes to PRRS occurrence. Mm-hmm. Now, the graph that we see at the nation level, it's driven strongly by the Midwest. And we know that in the Midwest, between October and November, something happens. We don't know exactly what it is at this point, but something happens that just triggers all these outbreaks. The interesting thing is that it's not an outbreak that is caused by the same virus. It's just multiple viruses being introduced into pig farms. One thing that it's catching some attention is manure pumping. We have some data there that there's kind of some associations. We're still in the very early stages, and this is work done by Dr. Carles Vilalta within our team. That the more we look at the graph and the more we explore at what are those factors, the one that happens every single year in the Midwest is either you are harvesting and you're pumping, right? So we said, why do we see that specifically at this time of the year, right? So we've been doing a little bit of small projects trying to understand how often do we find PRRS in manure pits. So a student of ours, Dr. Julian Montoya, he found that we can find PRRS in manure pits, roughly at 10% of the pits tested positive, a little bit higher when it comes to PED, right? But for PRRS, we can find it in there. We just don't know, at this point, we don't know if the virus is alive or not. We couldn't get any live viruses from our project, but we need to do more testing and understanding whether manure pumping and the PRRS occurrence are actually related from a mechanistic standpoint. Today, we see kind of an association. We see kind of that, kind of a temporal relationship. We still need to figure out what's that relationship, what's that mechanism, just to see whether we need to adjust our protocols or not.